Dumalo sa pagdinig ng Committee on Public Accounts ng House of Representatives si Cotabato City Vice Mayor Butch Abu, Maguindanao del Sur Provincial Administrator Attorney Cyrus Torreña at Dato Odin Sinsuat Liga ng mga Barangay President by Ivy Rose Sinsuat, kaugnay sa investigasyon hinggil sa Local Government Support Fund o LGSF na tinanggap ng maraming LGU sa BARMM. Bigo namang makadalo sa hearing ang mga opisyal ng BARM at nagpaabot ng liham ang mga naimbitahan, kabilang na sina Senior Minister Abu Nawas Maslamama, Deputy Senior Minister Muhajirin Ali, MILG Minister Shah Ilayha Dumama Alba at Cotabato City Mayor Bruce Matabalaw.
We are from the municipality of Dato Odin Sinsuat, Maguindanao del Norte. And here with me is our mayor, Mayor Dato Lester Sinsuat of Dato Odin Sinsuat Municipality. And I am by Ivy Rose Sinsuat, the punong barangay of Barangay Tamontaka and President of the Liga ng mga Barangay in Dato Odin Sinsuat, Maguindanao del Norte. We are here to express our urgent support to House Resolution number 2199, a resolution directing the Committee on Public Accounts and other appropriate committees of the House of Representatives to conduct an inquiry in aid of legislation into the alleged misuse of public funds, block grant, and irregularities in the Bangsamoro government. Katulad po ng maraming barangay sa Lanao del Sur, kami sa Dato Odin Sinsuat ay lubos na nabigla nung nalaman namin na merong 12 barangay na nakatanggap din ng nasabing Local Government Support Fund mula sa Ministry of Finance, Budget and Management ng BARM. There are 12 exceptional BLGUs in the municipality of Dato Odin Sinsuat that have been provided with the LGSF amounting to 5 million to 25 million, with only one BLGU receiving the amount of 25 million pesos while the rest receive 5 million pesos. That is a total amount of 80 million pesos in LGSF fund provided to this barangay. For your information, the barangays in Dato Odin Sinsuat that received the LGSF are as follows. Barangay Bugawas, the number 1, which received the 25 million pesos. Barangay Makir, Barangay Kurintam, Barangay Sifaran, Barangay Dinaig Proper, Barangay Tapyan, Barangay Banolan, Barangay Ambuludto, Barangay Tanuel, Barangay Sibuto, Barangay Marges, and Barangay Bito. Those 11 received 5 million pesos each. We would like to emphasize that Barangay Bugawas, which received the highest amount of LGSF, was previously headed by Abdul Main Abbas, or more commonly known in the locality as Baba Abbas, as punong barangay, who is also now running for the mayoralty position under UBJP party, this 2025 national and local elections. The punong barangay now is the son of Baba Abbas, who is also first cousin of Minister Iqbal of Ministry of Basic Higher and Technical Education of BARM. In his interviews with the media, Baba Abbas has been very vocal in admitting that their barangay has indeed received the 25 million pesos LGSF fund and has been using the same to help out those constituents and other barangays that may need their help, making it appear as assistance from the UBJP. This begs question, why is it that the LGSF that is supposedly granted to assist specific local government units are using the same to help other barangays, which were not granted the LGSF? To our mind, this is not the purpose of the LGSF as it should be. It should only be support of the local government unit, which was granted the same, and not any other local government unit. To do otherwise, to our mind, constitutes malversation of public funds, as the LGSF is spent for the purpose other than it was intended. We find this reprehensible and warrant our full attention in determining the property the propriety of the grant of the LGSF in these barangays. Thus, we express our full support in the conduct of this instant hearing. Ating inaasahan na sa pamamagitan po ng hearing na ito ay masigurado natin na ang pondo ng ating bayan ay magamit alinsunod sa batas. Atin din pong inaasahan na sana ay hindi magamit ang nasabing pondo sa darating na eleksyon. Muli, maraming salamat po and wassalamu alaikum.
As a result of our research, we found out that there are 18 barangays out of 287 barangays of Maguindanao del Sur who receive amounts coming from the LGSF. I would like to make it clear that in Maguindanao del Sur, the minimum amount received by the barangay is 10 million pesos, with as much as 30 million pesos. May dalawa pong barangay na naka-receive ng 30 million pesos. So 18 out of 287 barangays. Then out of the 24 municipalities of the province of Maguindanao del Sur, there are 12 municipalities who receive amounts ranging from 30 million to 80 million pesos. The highest amount was given to 2 municipalities amounting to 80 million pesos for Dato Hofer municipality and the municipality of Manguda Dato. Before coming here, I immediately called up the barangay chairman of the Barangay Kauran who allegedly received 30 million pesos. I asked him if he submitted a proposal or a request to the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. He immediately answered no. He did not file any request. But in fact, what happened was there's somebody coming from the BARM, which I do not know, which he also does not know, who approached him about the funds. There is no allegation as regards the giving up of any amount in return, but he was promised that an amount will be given. Based on our research, the Barangay Kauran of Municipality of Ampatuan received 30 million pesos. Good afternoon, Your Honors.
During the third regular session of the 9th Congress of the Philippines, Honorable Zia Alonto Diong brought to light the issue related to the alleged corruption in the regional government concerning the Local Government Support Fund or the LGSF. In Cotabato City, this matter reached our attention when we receive a copy of the Notice of Authority to Debit account issued amounting to 150 million pesos, dated December 20, 2024. In this same document, it states that purpose of this transfer is to cover regular cash requirements for maintenance and other operating expenses support fund for Cotabato City. To clarify on the utilization of the funds, we sought from the Executive Department copies of the breakdown of the programs and projects submitted by the LGU intended for the LGSF utilization through a letter dated January 23, 2025. However, despite multiple attempts, there was no response. In fact, the local chief executive consistently denied from the Sangguniang information related to the nature and list of programs and projects and the utilization of the LGSF. He instead released statements in the media like, hindi kailangan ng authorization ng Sangguniang Panlungsod. It is noteworthy that the provisions under the Bangsamoro Budget Circular Number 10, series of 2024 provides that a special budget request must be submitted by the local chief executive for funds to be disbursed under the LGSF. Further, it states that in the event of approval of fund release, the implementation of the same shall be authorized by the local Sanggunian through a resolution and shall be included in the approved local development investment program and approved annual investment plan of the local government unit. Furthermore, the Constitution states under Article 6, Section 29, no money shall be paid out of the Treasury except in pursuance of an appropriation made by law. Additionally, Section 305 of the Local Government Code of 1991 provides the same fundamental principle in local fiscal administration. No money shall be paid out of the local treasury except in pursuance of an appropriations ordinance or law. This begs the question, what is the basis of disbursements of the funds by the city mayor without the authorization of Sangguniang Panlungsod? We also posed an inquiry to the Ministry of Finance and Budget and Management to confirm if the said amount was indeed deposited to the account of the city government. We requested that the Sanggunian be furnished with copies of the submitted documents for the utilization of the LGSF for purposes of alignment of programs and projects, as the budget deliberations were ongoing during that period. Still, we have not received any response on the matter. It seems as though both the local executive and the MFBM has turned a deaf ear to our inquiries and clarifications. It is worth that similar inquiries have been made regarding two other funds, namely the 11,444,568 pesos and 48 centavos in June 2024 and 196,347,667 pesos and 56 centavos in August 2024 revenue share from the Bangsamoro government. These clarifications have been manifested countless times during our regular sessions over the course of the year following the receipt of the notice of the fund transfer. Apparently, these funds have already been utilized without prior appropriation from the Sanggunian. Yet, the Executive Department remains silent about the subject. The Sanggunian was left with no choice but to raise the concern to the Ombudsman, in hopes that answers will be given and the truth will come to light. This is why the LGSF transfer has raised alarms in the Sangguniang Panlungsod of Cotabato City because of the consistent lack of transparency of the Executive Department in the management of these funds. It is our biggest concern as a Sanggunian what projects, programs are being funded by these funds and how were those funds utilized and why were these funds utilized without prior appropriation from Sanggunian. But despite the constant and repeated attempts for clarification on the matter, there is no action nor any sign of effort to address the concern of every Cotabateño. The legislative stands for the constitutional principle of checks and balances. We are co-equal branch of the local government. Ano pa ang magiging reaksyon ng Kongreso kung babaliwalain ng executive ang legislative? Honorable members of the Congress, help us shed light on the issue and restore the faith of the public in the local government. We must continually safeguard the welfare of our constituents from the few who only further their own causes and their own pockets. Ang aming pagsamo ay para sa katotohanan at para sa pananagutan sa taong bayan. Thank you and wassalam.